Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome to the Average Joe Dividends YouTube channel. In this video, M1 did the stocks picks for me based upon my current allocations. And on the second part of the week, I will do the picking and pick 5 stocks and put $20 into each of those. If you're in the following this journey, welcome back. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe so you do not miss future videos. Also, please click the like button, help grow this channel, and get the word out on dividend growth investing, getting paid just for owning stocks. This is what dividend growth investing is all about. This is my weekly buy video, the first part, again, where I let M1 do the picking based upon my allocations. What we're looking at right now, this is my taxable Average Joe dividends portfolio with M1, my taxable account. This is about 15% of my total net worth. We can see the performance of the portfolio over the last year, up 18.45%. So doing pretty good. We'll look at the last month here. We're up 4%, and then up the last week 2.46%. So we've had a really good week, and this portfolio is up to, well, it's at all-time highs at just over $256,000. And if you're curious to see what's in this portfolio, I have it divided into 3 slices. I have ETFs, a dividend portfolio, and then I added more later, 12 more dividends there. You can see what my actuals and targets are and see where the money was going to go. We can see that the target for the dividend portfolio is 28%, but we're down to 27%. So I have a feeling everything went into that pie slice. So we'll go into the activity log and we'll see where that money went. We can see the 99.97 looks like it was not able to resolve 3 of those cents. So we'll see what those buys are. And we can see first up, a Waste Management was $22.80, and then Caterpillar $11.58. No surprise with Starbucks again. $16.60. Pepsi $15.64. McDonald's $28.14. So looks like that was the biggest buy actually here. So the last one was Hershey's for $5.21. They've also been struggling as well. And what we're also going to see is what this impact was with these buys on my portfolio and the income. So let's go click over to my Google Docs spreadsheet. This is where I track all the positions that are in my portfolio. You can see company name, ticker, share price, the average share price I have paid for each position, number of shares I own, the current market value. Here's my cost basis. Here's my gain or loss with each position, and it's expressed in a percentage here. Anything below 10% will be in the white. Anything above that 10% line is in green. Here's the quarterly dividends per share. I do have 2 monthly pairs. Those are highlighted in blue. The rest are quarterly pairs. We can see the current yield percentage for each of these. You can see Apple 0.43%. You can see the yield on my cost because Apple has gone up for me, so my yield on cost is higher. And everything is arranged by pay date, and we can see my July pairs so far. Here's the actual dividends paid, $1,014.18. These are the total dividends that have been paid to me just in the month of July alone. And we can see I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning with today being the 15th. Tomorrow I'm going to get a dividend from Realty Income and Fifth Third. We can see those 2 dividends. I haven't put those in there because I have not received those yet. But tomorrow morning I will put those amounts in there, and then I'll have a new total. But approximately it's going to be an additional, it's going to be over $30. I'm just going to wake up to of cash just appearing in my account. And of course I'm going to drip those, and M1 has added the ability to auto drip, which is nice, so I don't have to manually go in there and put those amounts in. They just auto drip right back into that stock. Of course, you can change it out where you could have it come out as cash to sit in your account or go into your M1 savings. So there's different options there, but right now what I'm doing is I'm dripping everything right back into the stock from which it was received. We can see the total dividends received from each position as well. Look at FCHD dividends, look at BST dividends. Those have really racked up. And you can see I have a lot more coming to me in dividends to close out July. So what I've done is I looked ahead of time to see what I had bought, and I put in the dividends, the current dividends, and we're going to see those change. Like, for example, Hershey's, if I were not to put in any more, or actually any more money or buy any more Hershey's stock, I would be receiving $9.08 in September, about the 15th. So this is a quarterly pair, so you can add 3 months and everything in this line. It's just what is so neat about a dividend portfolio like this is they just keep paying. They keep recycling. There's not a point where Hershey's is gonna stop paying me dividends. It just keeps rolling and rolling. And if they did stop paying me dividends, I would immediately cut them out of my portfolio. But we're going to see these amounts go up for Hershey's, McDonald's, Waste Management, Pepsi, and then Caterpillar, Starbucks. So those were the buys. And the way I update this sheet is I go to my M1 data tab. I'm going to paste in the data from M1, and what it's going to do is it's going to update the average share price, the number of shares, my cost basis over there. So let's go ahead and grab that data. We'll go to the Holdings tab, and it shows my current 52 positions. You can see my cost basis and the value of the portfolio. And what I do is I grab everything from the name column, scroll all the way down, and I'm going to do a simple copy and paste, and it's going to update that data on my tracking sheet here. Like I said, it's going to change the average share price, number of shares, and the cost basis automatically for those 7 stocks. I'm going to go over to the M1 data tab. Actually, before I do that, there's one item I want to change. Actually, not change. I want to put in, and it's my monthly cash flow average. We're currently at $997.64. So this portfolio every single month is averaging $997.64 in dividend income, and that's passive income that just keeps rolling in. But it's an average because some months are higher and some months are lower. So I just want to do that to show the difference, because this is going to go up. Quarterly, annual will also go up as well. And again, the 7 positions where I bought fractional shares from. Back to the M1 data tab, we're going to do that pay special. Pay special, values only. It's done its work. Go back to the dividend portfolio tab. We can see we are now at $997.84. So it looks like it added 20 cents of monthly dividend income. Now let's go ahead and take a look at what it did to each individual position out here. So Hershey's, and again, these are going to be very modest changes because I'm not putting hundreds of dollars into each of these. They were just fractional buys and splitting them up $100 into 7 different positions. But I just illustrate this because every dollar counts. It's going to keep increasing your dividends. So Hershey from 908 to 912. And then McDonald's, this one went from 1221 and to 1239. These will be September payers for me. And then Waste Management from 652 to 660. And then Pepsi keeps climbing from 1525 to 1538. And we'll scroll down here to Caterpillar, 776 to 781. And then Starbucks, 943 to 956, getting really close to that $10 mark. And then in September, Starbucks will be announcing a dividend increase. Hopefully it's as large as the last one, which was 8%. And we're going to carry this $997.84 over to my monthly average dividend tracking tab, because any moves I do in the portfolio, whether I do a drip, I do a deposit and buy more shares, or there's a dividend increase announced, which happens all the time, I put it over in that ledger. So we're going to carry over the $997.84. Again, this is the prior $997.64. We'll scroll all the way down here. We'll put in 997.84, and now it's just the $100 deposits. There's that 20 cents. And then tomorrow I'll have a new entry for 7/16/24. But I don't know what those amounts, or what the amount's going to be with those two dividend drips. But you can see every couple days, or sometimes there's multiple events in one day. You can see here where SCHD, Coke, Allstate, ADP had a dividend drip. You can see that was $3.44, and then PNC same day 3% dividend increase, so it added 9 cents. You can see there's multiple things that increase my monthly income. So long as there's not a dividend cut or decrease, it's going to keep going up. And BST, or not BST, excuse me, SCHD is the wild card, because in Q1 they historically announce a lower dividend, and Q3 coming up could be lower than Q2, which was exceptionally high at 82 cents. So just want to point that out. Could see a dip with SCHD, but we'll see with this. Again, I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning and I'm going to have O and Fifth Third pay me dividends, and those will be dripped, and it's going to be an event over here. So this will be the, looks like I've had the same line before. So O and Fifth Third dividend drips, and I will account for that as well on this tracking sheet. You can see so far in July I've increased my monthly income by $9.21, and this is tracked over here in the dividend tracker tab as well, where we can see the $9.21 just for the month of July. We can see the portfolio value. This is rounded to the $100 mark, so $256,200. And here's the dividends paid so far. I track everything by quarter, as well as month, and as well as annually. So we can see the progress there. Of course, SCHD threw me off for Q2 because they normally pay at the end of each quarter, and they paid late into July, so Q3 is going to look huge and make up for that. We can see where we're at, average monthly dividend, and since you can see the going back here, you can see where the last month of each quarter pays the most, and then it pays small, small, large, small, small, large. And to even that out, I divide it by 3, and that's where you get the average monthly dividend, just to kind of smooth it out, because it would be constantly changing. As it does constantly change, I like to track the progress, and it's easier to track the progress through your average monthly dividend. And we can see the monthly increase again at $9.21, almost at a month-over-month gain of 1%. Getting close to $12,000 in annual dividends. I've increased the annual dividends by $110.52, another $100 deposit, so up to $500 there. Then I also track my net worth. Again, my dividend portfolio here at M1, this is only 15% of my current net worth. Oh, thanks M1, so it timed out or something happened there. But that's neither here nor there. So that 256 again, that's about 15% of my current net worth. And I'll leave a link below so you can kind of see this and get an idea and kind of see what my foundation is of my finances. And you can see I have an IRA as well as a small Roth IRA, a taxable brokerage account, all in boring ETFs. And of course, what I'm doing is not investment advice. I'm just trying to show you and chronicle what I'm doing, and hopefully be an inspiration for you to try to build up, a sizable stock portfolio and secure your future. You can see here's my current 401k, my current employer, and it's an S&P 500 Fidelity fund, and I also have IRA from prior employment, all in boring ETFs here. And then here's the dividend portfolio here. M1 savings, emergency fund, short-term savings. This is the value of my home, and here's my debts here. Here's my credit card balance as of today. Of course, I don't let that balance linger. I paid off each and every month, so I don't pay interest, but that's just the current outstanding value of my credit card. And here is my mortgage at $181,508. And here's my current net worth, getting really close to $1.7 million. And here's what the breakdown is. I won't go over that, but you can see previous videos where I kind of explain, the rationale for that. So I also track the net worth going across from time. You can see where my net worth was in November 2022. I also compare my expenses against my W-2 income, and I always try to have a gap. And this does not include my dividend income. It's just straight W-2 against my expenses. And for most months I have a gap. You can see what that gap was last month. And again, that was just my W-2 income to expenses. The gap was larger because I had dividends and other side income as well. We can see also the dividends that have rolled in so far for July as well. And you can see just interest on my savings here, things like that. But as those roll in, you can see the total. But just the total so far I've received in dividends in the month of July, and July is not even over. I've received $6,519.40 just so far in dividends. But June was supposed to actually be the big month, so it's spilling over into July. So, but I'm seeing a trend though in just the amount of dividends just keep going up and up. We can see what the dividends were from last June at $6,026, and we're already at 65 for July. We're not even done. So that's kind of a comparison of 2023 to 2024. We can also, let's pull a year's worth of dividends starting from May to June. Actually, let's go back a year. So from July, hold on, that's probably too much. Where you can see just from the June to June is at $44,000. We'll go July to June. Let's see what that's at here. Yeah, 38, close to $38,000. So you should probably do that exercise too to see what all of your dividend income is, and track that, see what it'll be in retirement as well. But that's all I was trying to show you there. But that's all I had to show you guys in this video for those buys. We'll see if M1's going to cooperate. If I can go and show you what those were. Go back to the activity log, those 6 buys. Again, of course, what I'm doing is not an investment advice, but Waste Management, Caterpillar, Starbucks, Pepsi, and McDonald's was the largest pick there, and then Hershey's to close it out. So if you got any value from this video, please click the like button. Also subscribe, and so you don't miss my budgeting videos where I show you my expenses and show you my gap. I'll show you what it was for June, and in the second half of this week, either Thursday, most likely Friday, I will show you what I picked, the 5 stocks that I picked to buy to close out the week. Thanks for sticking to the end of this video. I hope everyone has a great week. Take care.